What's up, guys? It's Tim from Everyday Tactical Vids, and today we're doing a video that is probably going to seem a little bit outside what you would call the tactical world, but this is connected to, bringing value to situations, survival situations, everyday situations, knowing your surroundings, just environmental awareness of, what kind of animals, what kind of plants are in your area, how can things be useful. This is an awesome book for just having general knowledge and information around that topic. So this is the Reader's Digest North American Wildlife book. And this is not a survival guide. It's not going to tell you can eat these plants or not eat these plants, but this book is a great resource when it comes to just knowing what is here in North America when it comes to animals, plants, fish, all different types of things. So let me open it up, just give you a little overview of the book, and yeah, we'll take a look at it from there. So as with any good guidebook or field guide, you're gonna have your table of contents. This is broken down into some interesting areas. I mean, obviously, you're talking about your different types of animals and wildlife out there. So you got mammals, birds, reptiles, amphibians, fish, invertebrates, trees and shrubs, wildflowers, non-flowering plants, and mushrooms. And then the opening section is called Wildlife Communities. I don't know if you can see it up there, but I'll show you in a second. And then over here down the side, you have all these different, let me zoom in here for a minute, but all these different categories. So you can see here invertebrates there, trees and shrubs. If you go up a little bit, obviously. Mammals, birds, reptiles, and amphibians. I mean, one thing I really like about this book is that it breaks everything down, and as you're looking through the actual book, let me just secure my, here we go, camera again here. As you're looking through the actual book, you can just find the color and then flip to the right page. Now, it shows you early on how the different sections work. It talks about the different habitats you can find the animals in, and then it goes into this opening section, really neat. It talks about different wildlife communities. So Rocky Mountain Forest, okay, what are the key things you're going to note about it? What are some of the key animals that you're going to find in it? Pinyon Juniper Woodland, Eastern Mixed Forest, Oak Hickory Forest. So it just goes through all these different types of wildlife communities or wildlife environments, and to figure out what you're going to find there. So if you're like, okay, I'm in a eastern sandy shore. Okay, that's where I live on Cape Cod. What's going to be there? Okay, I can look. So when you're finding tracks, for example, you're going, is it this? Oh, no, it's probably not that, because that's only found out west. So that is, I think, a really cool feature of this guy. And then when you get to the opening section here, we're talking about mammals. It gives you a rundown. It says searching for mammals here, identifying mammals, and then tips on observing mammals. And talks about different behaviors and things like that. So a general overview. And then one of my favorite things is that it has really nice pictures. I don't mean nice like pretty, but well-drawn pictures that actually help you to, get an idea. Okay, so what am I looking at? Is that a muskrat? Is that a beaver? Let me compare it to the picture. Okay, it's a beaver. Up here you can see nutria and muskrat. You can see how they look similar. You can see how they are different. You get a track up here. You also get the muskrat is found in this almost almost all of North America, whereas the nutria is scattered and then mostly down in the southern parts of the country. So, just a really cool cool guidebook, wildlife guidebook. Goes through animals, obviously goes into birds, and then fish, all kinds of things, plants. What I've done is I've gone through, as I've traveled around the country, different times I've seen different animals. I just jot a little note down and say, here's where I saw this thing. So I haven't done it for every single animal, but you can see here, July 7th, well, you probably can't see it, but I'm telling you, July 7th, 01 in New York, where I grew up, I saw a striped skunk. So different times I see them, I note it down. Sometimes I'll take out leaves and stick them in the book, so that when I flip to a page, I go, okay, that's what the leaf looks like compared to the picture. Okay, that's right. Now this is a good book overall just for general knowledge. I'm interested in animals, I'm interested in plants, whatever, wildlife. This is a good book to have. But, connected to what we're doing here at Everyday Tactical Vids is saying, not just situational awareness. Okay, I walked into a building, I walked into a restaurant, who's around, where are the exits, things like that. But, just general knowledge and awareness. So we'll talk about this in other videos, but you walk into a certain forest and you see acorns. You go, okay, acorns. Okay, I know we have certain types of trees here. Definitely have oak trees. If there's oak trees, there's probably squirrels that are feeding on the acorns. Okay, if there's squirrels feeding on the acorns, it probably means there's other animals that are feeding on the squirrels. So you start to make conclusions because you know your environment. So as you get more familiar with what's in your environment, then all of a sudden you're able to be a better survivalist. Okay, well, if there's oak trees, there's a good chance there's birch trees, depending on if we're around water or not around water. There's probably willow trees if we're down by the water, so that could be good for cordage. There's some medicinal properties to willow. There's also, if I need to make some sort of bow or snare, I can use willow branches to do that. So again, just overall environmental awareness. What's going on in my environment around me, and what do I see, what I observe, so that'll actually help me to be more effective in either survival situation or just being an asset to people around you. So that's why I really like this book. It's a great resource, so check it out. Again, the Reader's Digest North American Wildlife Guide.